So allow yourself to enjoy that experience at your own pace. And you know all about time distortion in hypnosis. You've read just about everything there is to read on the subject. And you know that at this level of trance, you can experience a minute or two of clock time, consensus time, as an hour, 2 hours, or even a whole day, or longer of hypnotic time. So you just allow yourself to enjoy that experience at your own easy pace, taking as long as you need in hypnotic time. And then, when you've completed that experience and fully absorbed everything useful and enjoyable and exciting, exhilarating, you find yourself once again just bouncing back up to the surface where your eyes open again. And then you have a good look around the room and
say,
yeah, this seems to be working quite well. I'm glad.
You agree with me?
We agree with each other. Down. And you drift down now to a point where you could imagine yourself in some sort of peaceful, safe, friendly environment. Now that could be anywhere in the world at all. It could be somewhere out in nature, countryside, at the beach, in a forest, by a stream. Where do you find yourself?
In the bookshop.
In a bookshop? That's really interesting. What's going on?
I'm sitting in an armchair, working my way through a pile of books, and just taking it easy.
Sounds great. Is this a bookshop you've been in before in real life, or is it an imaginary one?
It's a real one.
It's a real one. You're familiar with it?
Mm.
So you know where the various shelves are with different categories of books?
Yeah.
If you go along to the section which has all the books on psychology and self-help and that sort of thing, and start looking at the shelves, and you'll notice somewhere there's a particular book, and it's a book you've never ever seen before, and for one reason or another it seems to stand out from all the rest. Yeah. Can you see the title on that book, or just describe the book to us in any way?
It's red, but it's different shades of red. It's like swirling mist, like a photograph of swirling red mist.
Gotcha, yeah. Is that like a leather pattern that's giving that effect? Like
no, it's a soft back.
It's a soft back book, yeah?
Photograph.
Right, that's interesting. So as you're looking at that pattern of swirling mist of red, there might be a particular sort of image that seems to come out. Oh, you know what a Rorschach test is, and how they work, and projective things. Well, you don't have to consciously do anything, just watch and see what emerges from that picture.
Okay.
What emerges?
Like a human figure, an outline.
An outline of a human figure. Any particular posture, pose?
Upright.
Upright, standing?
Yeah.
Is it a male or female, can you tell?
It's a silhouette, female, I think.
Okay. Well, you know how these things go. You could easily talk to that silhouette and find out a little bit about it. If you so wished. And of course you're free to give a running commentary.
It says, you are enough.
It says you are enough. And by it, you mean you're not sure whether it's male or female yet?
I think it's female, but it's just an outline.
Yeah, try asking and see what happens.
Yes, it's female.
What does she say she's called?
Doesn't have a name.
Doesn't have a name. But somehow she says to you, you are enough. Enough for what? You might ask.
For everything.
You are enough for everything. All the world might present you with. You're more than adequate for all the challenges that reality places before you. It's good to know. How does it feel?
Good.
Tell me some more about this book. You've told me about the cover, and it's a paperback or softback. It's got that red swirly pattern on the front.
Yeah.
If you were just to do whatever you want me to do, whatever you needed to do with that book, what would you do next? What do you find yourself doing?
It's like, because it's a different colour, but it's similar cover art to Richard Bandler's book, which I think is called Time for a Change or Time for Change. But because it's red, it's a different book.
Right.
And must have a different emphasis then. That it's about change and personal development, but it's about doing that unconsciously, not consciously.
That sounds more like a process of allowing.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you can get in your own way.
Yeah.
And certainly consciously that's easy to do. And when you consciously try and do an unconscious process, sometimes the same thing happens. You get in your own way.
It never works. It's a crazy idea.
Yeah. So back to the book. Says that you're enough.
Yeah.
And if you were to, have you yet taken the book from the shelf?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got it from the shelf. And where are you in the bookshop now?
Just right by that shelf it came from.
Right, standing?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to go back to the comfy chair that you're
Yeah,
in
okay.
for? Yeah. Obviously you've got a favourite spot there.
And nobody's taken it yet.
Yeah. So when you're sitting in your favourite spot there, which has been left vacant just for you, anytime you want to, if you want to, you could open the book. You don't have to choose a page, you could let the page choose you. And when the book's open on a page, you can look at that page. And as you know, just give a running commentary. What's going on? What do you see on that page?
It says that all conscious attempts at change are based on limiting beliefs.
Right.
And that if you consciously decide what it is you want and work on it at that level, then you may get it, you may not. But certainly you won't get all of the other infinite possibilities that you could become because you've focused too much.
Right. You've narrowed down your options to such a point that you might have thrown out the baby with the bathwater.
Yes. That it says something about that you know what's best for you and you are enough, but don't leave a choice that important down to your conscious mind, because it can only work from a very limited perspective and it doesn't know what's best for you.
It's probably slightly biased.
I don't know, it's...
That makes you laugh. What was the thought that went along with that?
It said in a voice inside, but I'm the dominant hemisphere. How can that be true? You can't neglect me, I'm dominant. I'm in charge of language.
Right. Good. Well, thank that part for chipping in.